If your kids don't eat the crusts on their sandwiches, you're about to be mind blown. You've got to try these Sandwich Crust Lollipops. Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing the most fun snack hack ever using the crusts of sandwich bread. This is perfect for back to school season, so you're not coming home with lunch boxes filled with bread crust every day that you end up throwing it away and it drives you crazy. Just me? No? Okay. My kids do not eat the crust of their bread. I make a sandwich, they always leave the crust, and you're literally wasting like what, a third of the loaf every time, just straight up throwing it away. So I came up with a hack that I thought was freaking genius. So I'm cutting the crust off before I make their sandwiches, and I'm adding their sandwich fillings, rolling it up and baking it into this cute little lollipop. It's crunchy, it's sweet, it's full of nutrients, and it's so much fun. Kids are basically obsessed with anything on a stick, am I right? So you know they're gonna love these. These store in the fridge for a few days, or you can freeze them. So you can make a whole batch at once, pop them in the freezer, and then just heat them up when you're ready to serve. Or as you're making sandwiches, just take the crusts and add the filling from your sandwich and pop them in the toaster while you're making the rest of their lunches. These would be really fun to put out at like a kid's party too, for a less sugary treat option as well. They're so much fun. You can put them in a lunchbox, you can serve them as dessert, you can have them for breakfast. Okay, so let's get started, and as always, I'll leave the full written recipe link down below in the video description. And really quick, if you're not already, be sure to tap that subscribe button and the little notification bell so you don't miss any of my new videos. So the best part about these, they're so versatile. You can do any kind of bread. Gluten-free bread? Sure. I'm doing whole wheat to add some fiber and nutrients, and then the fillings are also customizable. So just start with a sharp knife, and you're gonna make a little slit in the corner and cut a square out of the center of the bread. Just make sure you don't cut too close to the crust, because you don't want the crust breaking apart when we're spreading our filling on it. So just cut out the center of the bread with a sharp knife, and you'll have your perfect little sandwich bread for sandwiches, crustless, just the way they like it. Don't throw this good part away. You'll have a whole loaf at the end of this. You can do this a whole loaf at a time. You could do it sandwich by sandwich. So you can double up and do 2 at a time. I wouldn't do more than 2 at a time. Then you're left with this cute little crust that we're gonna spread our filling onto and make into lollipops. Okay, so once you have your crusts, you're gonna lay them out. And if they break, don't worry. When you coil it back up, the filling is gonna help it stick to itself, and then you're gonna stick a lollipop stick through it anyway, so it's totally fine if they break. So I lay them on their back before I put the filling on, just so it's easier to spread. For fillings, you can do peanut butter, almond butter, any kind of nut butter. You can do sun butter, you can do Nutella, you can do cream cheese. And then you can mix and match combinations. Like I think honey and cinnamon on this cream cheese would be so good. And then I did a batch of sun butter and jelly, and now I'm gonna do a batch of cream cheese and jelly. And you wanna be generous so they don't feel like they're literally just eating baked crusts, but you don't wanna do like too much to where it just overflows out of the bread. This is literally so easy. It takes like 2 seconds. And your kids think they're eating like a fun special treat, which is the best part. And since we're making a bunch at once, you guys, you can freeze these and store them in the freezer, and then just take them out and pop them in the oven to bake whenever you're ready to serve, so they have like a nice warm, fresh out of the oven treat. And they'll have no idea they're eating their literal discarded bread crusts. And if the jelly falls off over the side, it literally doesn't matter, because we're coiling it all up and it's just gonna get pushed up onto the top anyway. It is a little messy. I recommend a cutting board, but it bakes up beautifully, so it does not have to be perfect. Okay, once you have your filling, now comes the fun part. We're gonna coil it up and put a lollipop stick in it to make these adorable little lollies, and then we're gonna bake them up. So just flip them on their side and start from one end and just coil it up. This one broke in like 5 different places, but you literally just coil it onto itself and it just all comes together. Okay, I got these lollipop sticks on Amazon. I'll leave a link. You can also get them at any arts and crafts store in the baking aisle. You can also use like kebab sticks. Just be careful with those because they tend to be kind of sharp. So I like to stick it towards the end to kind of hold it all together. And you just kind of gently twist until it pops through all the layers of crust. Look how cute. Okay, now we're just gonna put these onto a parchment-lined baking sheet and pop them in the oven to bake until they're nice and toasty and golden brown. I also hope everybody appreciates my PB&J shirt. You know, I had to be on theme for this. And you don't have to do a giant batch like this. You could literally do like 2 or 3 as you're making your kids' sandwiches, and then just use the extra filling to make a few of these and pop them in the toaster oven. Then we're just gonna spray it with a little non-stick cooking spray and pop these in the oven for about 10 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit until they're nice and golden brown. Okay, you guys, come on. Is this not the most genius idea you've ever seen? Now you can serve these as is, or you can get fancy with it and add a little rainbow sprinkles just to make these extra fun. They're kind of a perfect snack, kind of genius. Okay, come on, how cute is this? They would never know they were eating their discarded sandwich crusts. My kids are gonna be obsessed with these.
And yummy! Yummy! These are so good! They're so good! For real, they're so good.
You have to go share this with a mom who would totally love this recipe. And if you guys give it a try, be sure to tag me in a picture on social media at @LindsayAnn so I can go like and check out all of your recreations. Let me know what flavor combinations you guys chose to do. If you guys liked this video, be sure to tap the thumbs up so I know to make more videos just like it. So there you have my easy sandwich crust lollipops. If you guys like this video, go check out all my other videos because you're gonna love those too. Thanks so much for watching till the end, and I'll see you right here next time for more kid snacks and mom hacks.
Bread and jelly and sprinkle lollipops are so good. You should try one of these one time.
Okay, serious question. Do your kids eat the crust of their bread? Because mine don't. So I came up with a hack. It's pretty good. I'll share it.